waiting to be accepted by everyone else is actually a waste of your time and space. Just be. You know, that word is very interesting, human being. You know, we're not human been or human gonna be. The time is now, and now is better than never. Be exists, and they don't get it, that's okay. They'll figure it out later. But you got to be on your timeline. It's okay to be you, even if they don't get it. The misfit, the outcast, the weirdo, all of that. You're all these things until you be yourself and you give context of what you are by being yourself. It's funny, like you're a weirdo until you become an artist and you do the artwork of whatever discipline. Then all of a sudden now you're eclectic. You're not weird or a misfit or an outcast. You're a bit sophisticated and avant-garde. But do the work and be who you're gonna be.
I was just fed up with doubting myself. And you doubt yourself when you have convinced yourself that something outside of you is gonna get you somewhere. And that lie that I was believing for a long time was getting too heavy for me to carry. And I was like, I genuinely can't do it anymore. I don't care, I'm snatching a wig off and we're gonna do this. I have to do it now or else it ain't never gonna get done, and I'm not letting nobody take my dream.
I don't know who need to hear this, but like, do what make you happy. Like, what everybody gonna say, everybody gonna think about what you want to do. Just do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you only get one of these right here. Why would you want to do what everybody else did anyway? Don't you want to make a change? Don't you want to do something different? Who you?
The courage to be different, a skill that people are not born with, but rather developed. And this is due to the world's narrow mindset when it comes to society and the people in it. Conformity and obedience is something the system rewards. Meanwhile, uniqueness and innovation is punished. So oftentimes people become frozen with fear, and to avoid rocking the boat, they submit to whatever the societal norm is. It seems at every corner there are millions waiting to judge you for the slightest thing you do that's considered different. This is what has led to the Gen Z loneliness epidemic, the now danceless clubs, the pulling out our phones every 5 seconds and checking our email app instead of facing life head on. To all artists, creatives, painters, video makers, humans who have a goal, a dream, anything that you aspire to in life, this fear is single-handedly holding you back from your true destiny in life. For all the niches I just mentioned, all of the greats of those niches had to face this same fear. Over time, these people developed a skill. They all seem to have this superpower where they don't give a fuck about how society says people should act. They don't listen to the people that say, you're weird, this sounds stupid, but rather than turn a voice in their head that tells them, you're cool, this can work. They have the courage to be different. Tyler, the Creator, in his Don't Tap the Glass album, where he surrounds the whole album around R&B samples and interpolations of popular R&B dance songs. He literally is going against the grain. And if you know Tyler, that's always been his MO. Rap values toxic masculinity.
She belongs to the streets.
Nonchalantness. And egoism.
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
But see, Tyler, he's always had the courage to be different. When Tyler first started in the game, despite having a die-hard fan base, Tyler really struggled to break into the rap sphere. Being so different and not being afraid to make that your whole brand turned a lot of people off from Tyler very early on. Cause see, when you're being yourself, which is different, and normally the masses isn't really tuned to that frequency, since we're taught how to be like everybody else and conform instead of being who you really are, it's gonna be hard for a certain demographic of mainstream audiences to digest you. And the reason I know this is because before I got in tune with my own creative frequency, I too thought Tyler was weird and avoided his art, because whenever I saw the Igor cover, I was like, what the f is that? But now, as I've grown more into myself and I've embraced my differences, now I can fully digest them. And that's why I love Tyler so much. He's a take it or leave it guy when it comes to him and his differences. A lot of people in his shoes, some of you right now even watching, would be in his position in the early 2010s and just give in to whatever the social norm of a rapper or artist should be at that time. But Tyler trusted himself so much and embraces his differences that it ultimately paid off. Because see, even though Tyler couldn't break mainstream at the time, time, and there's a chance he'll never be the biggest mainstream like a Drake. Since he had the courage to be different and stuck it out with those that accepted him, over time, his audience carried him to the places he needed to go. Because when you think about it, whenever you're different and you go against whatever the societal norm is because you're being your unique self, whoever gravitates towards you the same way you guys gravitate towards me, they want to see you win because you're their representation in the media. I'm the voice for a lot of people that don't want to sound nerdy, that maybe want to find some creative confidence but don't know how. Tyler is the voice for those that are weird, different, unique, and don't want to be seen as normal, the corny kids, the weird kids in school.
I don't parties, I hate paparazzi. I've never driven a Hellcat, and you would never catch me in a Maserati. I've never needed anyone else for my own personal validation, and I will not touch a female if she's stupid. Like if you are not curious or intelligent, I don't care how bad you are, I cannot deal with it. Right? I've never posted on TikTok. I've never worn a Miri. I've never wanted to sip lean, and I've never worn Beats by Dre headphones forcefully to get a video made because it just doesn't work like that over here.
What comes with being different is you giving up the world and the spotlight of being like everybody else to step into essentially your own niche, your own universe that is occupied with people just like you. So now Tyler has essentially created his own world that is completely different now from the world of hip hop, and it will continue to live on long after he is done making music. He essentially has paved the way for a whole new type of artist to come in the game. And speaking of paving the way in niches and all that, I realized after seeing your guys' comments and getting daily messages and love every single day that a lot of y'all are blocked artists looking for guidance, inspiration, and reassurance. You're scared because you're doing something new. Maybe your family hasn't done this before, and trust, I was just in your shoes not too long ago, but then I figured it out, which is why I can sit here and talk to you like I can today. A lot of you are chosen by God to be something more than just the average day worker. Y'all are chosen to be creatives, artists, liberators, innovators. So the same as Tyler, I've created my own world. If you're an artist, outsider, black sheep, whatever you want to call it, who wants to not only find out what is blocking you from success, but also maybe relationships, money, respect, or anything else you seek on your journey, join my free Patreon where I've created a whole new universe called The Chosens. It's a play on the brand that I'm making for this channel because we're the Chosens. While it is free, and there will be free gems, of course, like I'm giving y'all, if you give me $12, I'll give you at least once every month a call and we'll break down all your creative blocks and we'll develop a creative recovery plan to ultimately help you reclaim yourself as an artist and success. If you're interested and want to help this channel, link in the description. But back to Tyler. If Tyler didn't have the courage to be different and just conform to what the standard of what an artist should be at the time was, we would have never gotten a Doechii, a Doja Cat, a Don Toliver. See, it's not only about us, but it's about our kids, the next rapper or fashion designer or singer that's following in our footsteps. What we do today will be studied and mimicked by the children of tomorrow.
And for everyone out there, man, don't let nobody tell you how you should feel about your motherfucking self, G. I do interviews and stuff and I see folks like, oh, he has such a huge ego. He's so full of himself. Hell, right, I'm full of myself. That's how I feel about me. I'm full of me. Because everything I said I wanted to do, I did, and I didn't let nobody tell me nothing else. I got a resume to back it up. So everybody out there, if y'all got dreams and y'all feel some type of way about yourself that might exceed how others feel about themselves, fuck them and don't let that shit cloud your brain for real. That's my TED Talk.
Kevin Gates is a person for me that is a constant reminder of this. And the reason I say that is because he also shows that the courage to be different is always the right decision to make, even if it means leaving your old life behind. Cause see, Kevin, unlike Tyler, didn't start off with his brand being based upon him being completely different. Kevin Gates, who came in the game, is a serious, irritated gangster that nobody really wanted anything to do with. He was constantly intoxicated in interviews.
I don't get tired, ever. I might duck every now and then when I'm on the hair run, but I don't get tired.
He did questionable things and was overall a very critical person.
Gates in the building. you're gonna hit that stage, and I know it's gonna be crazy. How are you?
He was loved by a lot of rap though because he embodied everything that hip hop claps for. He killed a man, spent time in prison, had tattoos, and rapped about a hood lifestyle. He fit the exact cookie cutter standard of a rapper that labels sell and people buy. The same image I said Tyler completely avoided. But one day, something changed. Kevin started talking less about murders and drugs and more about frequency and love.
And when you speak, nobody really understands you because they so caught up into social media and they so caught up in the reality television.
That perception, I'm telling you, people perception's reality.
So it's difficult being around individuals when that's really what they care about.
Right.
They care about that.
Kevin had always shown hints of a more spiritual side, but suddenly in interviews, he was more centered and balanced.
This is gonna sound very, very crazy. I'm already like 3,000 years old right now. I just tell people I'm 33 because I don't age. I'm immortal. There's nothing new under the sun.
He even went as far to publicly display his traumas.
And I'm gonna say something, I never said this in no interview, no podcast or anything like that. I grew up real violent and real aggressive. Not because I wanted to be, but I was molested when I was a child. So I had this fear of being vulnerable. So I took every kind of martial arts you could take. And I even boxed, I did everything. And I wanted to be the toughest person on earth. But writing and making music was always an escape for me. Like I never had the nuts to come out and say that. People say, like, Kevin Gates, he this killer. I'm not.
He had the courage to be different. Mind you, before Gates, doing something like this in a niche like hip hop was unheard of. It could quite literally be the thing that could end your whole career. But here goes Kevin Gates standing 10 toes down, willing to lose his gangster image that so many in his shoes value and embrace that he had very low, weak points in his life. And the same as Tyler's story, when he first showed this different, more genuine side of himself, people didn't really accept it. They weren't tuned in enough with themselves to even digest him like this. So Kevin lost a good portion of his initial audience that enjoyed the hood bangers he brought. And it seemed that his career was at a standstill after this. His brand that he had spent his whole career building was something he didn't even stand for anymore. So what should he do? Should he give into the charts, the labels, the fans, and continue to push a fake image that was destructive, a narrative that was untrue? Or should he continue to walk into who he really was? And see, here's the thing about people not accepting you and leaving you for being you. The good thing about it is they make room for the ones who will stay and accept you for you being you. Ever since Kevin has embraced this more esoteric, letting go, flow approach to his music, he has found a newer, more cult-like fan base, and they actually cherish and love him.
And guys walk up to me in the gym like bodybuilders and just hug me and cry and be like, man, I went through the same shit you went through, like, keep doing what you're doing. So I'm like, I guess I'm on the right path.
You're really prolific out there in the music world, man.
He's actually broken more mainstream now that he's embraced his more genuine self. This fan base can actually connect with Kevin Gates, the man, and not just the artist. So the same as Tyler, they see him as a symbol of liberation. He is a constant reminder to them that you are enough the way you are. And you're not weak for going through pain. You're actually strong because you're still here. Speaking of reminders, if you want free, yes, free. I know I'm my black listeners, whenever you heard free, that perked up your ears. If you want free weekly reminders, sparks of inspiration, messages with information that just gives you that click in your brain for certain knowledge and things on your journey, join my free newsletter. I'll send you guys weekly emails with gems, personal testimonies, and stories from my own life, and some good book recommendations that'll help with y'all digesting the knowledge in these videos. Link in the description. But back to the courage of being different. The courage of being different is something I had to learn over the years of my life. It can seem nerve-wracking anytime you put your unique self out there, but trust me, that is where God is. It's in the knowing that you are good enough no matter where you go. See, I thought I had to be funny and chat like constant that to get an audience, and then I thought I had to be the type shit for all the bitches like Duke to get an audience, or I thought I had to dunk a basketball, go to college to get people to love and respect me and see my life as worthy. I thought maybe I need to go to Atlanta, New York, or LA to find success, since that's where everybody says you need to go to get these things. I thought maybe I need to get $1 million or become this ripped, unrealistic version of a man to get a woman to love me and accept me for who I was. But after traveling to various places, learning about myself, and coming face to face with God, what I realized is it doesn't matter where I go. go. It doesn't matter if I'm in Africa, if I'm a washer, if I'm a baker, a cashier, a bag boy, a YouTuber, a singer, an actor, if I got $2 million or just $2. I'm the light, I'm the inspiration. I'm that one part of the song that you hear that just puts you in a trance. I'm the strange sounds that Michael Jackson used to make in his songs, the synths in Kanye's music, the paintbrush that painted the Sistine Chapel. I am the spark, I am the light, I am the inspiration of life. So wherever I go, I will light it up. And that comes from me being different, my own unique light. I have no need to fear and ask, will they accept me or will it work? Because I accept me, and whatever I choose to believe and see will be reflected back to me. You ever notice when you buy a car, you then go on the road and you start to see that car everywhere you go? It works with everything else. When you tune yourself to a genuine frequency of courage and difference, you will attract people that are on that same frequency. That's how I've attracted so many of you beautiful artists through the screen. I don't need the most biggest mainstream community, or I don't need to make the videos that streamers are able to react to, because that's not me and it never has been. And funny enough, whenever I embraced that and I stopped listening to what everybody told me I should do with YouTube, with my own life and all that, is when it all started changing for me. When I started attracting everything and getting alignment with everything I wanted and need. So be different. Every single iconic creative of any period was either initially not accepted or chastised heavily for their indifference. You say you're an icon, you say you're a legend, and if that is true, understand that this is just part of your story. This is part of your journey, and you're not alone. Because just as you and I go through it, so did those before us. And look, they made it over. So why won't we? Because that's the courage to be different. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate the support so much. Go check out my second channel where I react to videos, kind of like spiritual, and I give a spiritual kind of take, but also it's just fun and more, you feel me? Also my Twitch, because I'm going to start streaming soon. I know I've been saying that for y'all, y'all know what's coming, bruh. And my Instagram, because I'll be posting wavy pictures and they're just more like personality based, more updates kind of. And as I've said, go check out my Patreon and go check out my newsletter. Both of those are in the descriptions. I think y'all will enjoy what's in sight for those type of things, because I'm gonna have some fun with that. Like this video if you already haven't. Comment your favorite part of the video, your own takes and topics and all that type of stuff. Make sure you subscribed if you're not. I already know you're subscribed. But anyways, with that, man, I'm Alex the Virgo. You know I appreciate you and I love you, and I just want to say thank you day in and out for the support as always, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Love.
Drop the beat.